For homework this week, you will be using a career planning tool called ONET Online. You will use this along with the results of your My Plan assessment. This is one of the most effective ways for you to explore career opportunities. Why is this tool so helpful? The results of the interest inventory in My Plan identified which jobs or careers you are interested in. The Skills Profiler report identified which skills you believe you do well. Your goal is to explore those careers and jobs that blend your interests with your skills. Keep in mind, it is likely that as you grow in your understanding of yourself, as well as see yourself overcoming current job barriers, the occupations you see yourself pursuing will change. It will be important that you understand the process that is presented in this video. This will enable you to revisit the process anytime you desire, even after you graduate from the Jobs Partnership Program. To begin, it will be necessary to log in to ONET Online. ONET Online is a website that details information on thousands of occupations. As you will see, ONET is closely aligned with My Plan results. To access ONET Online, search for ONET Online like I've done here in Google. Once the site loads, scroll down to where it says Browse by ONET Data. Select Interest from the available categories. 6 interest areas are listed which correspond to the 6 personal interest areas listed in your interest inventory report. Based upon how you responded to the questions in the report, a primary and secondary areas have been identified in your My Plan report. You will use these 2 areas for the next step in the process. To begin, click on your primary interest area. In this example, artistic is the primary area. Add your second interest area using the drop-down menu. In this case, the social is the second interest area. Click on Go. This will display a new list of occupations. Before proceeding, it is necessary to understand the number that is listed in the column under the heading Job Zone. The Job Zone number refers to the level of education and/or training needed for the occupation. The higher the number, the more education and training preparation that is required for the occupation. Note that for the 2 interest areas that we filtered on, there are no occupations listed for a job zone of 1 and only 2 occupations listed for a job zone of 2. If your first and second interest areas do not produce enough occupations, you may want to expand the choices. To do this, it is suggested that you change your first interest area to realistic. In this example, changing the primary and secondary interest areas expanded the occupations for job zones 1 as well as 2. Look over your resulting list of occupations. Which of the occupations appeal to you the most? What if this occupation has a job zone that is far higher than your current level? Should you ignore this? There are many examples of jobs partnerships participants pursuing and excelling in occupations that require extensive preparation beyond where they were when they enrolled in the Jobs Partnership Program. What you choose to pursue is up to you and where you see yourself going. Enter this occupation as is listed in ONET Online in your training workbook on the top of page 53. You are now ready for the next step. The next step is to see how the skills required for the occupation you selected match with your skills identified in the Skills Profiler report. Work on just your first occupation selected. Once you complete all the information for the first occupation, you can repeat the process for your second occupation. To find the required skills for the occupation, first, click on the occupation. Then scroll down until you find the heading for skills. A list of the skills for the occupation will be displayed. Write the first 5 skills displayed in the space provided in your training workbook on page 53. In the same table, there is a space in the column titled Score. In this space, enter the number that corresponds to the skill area in your Skills Profiler report. You may have to scan several pages of the Skills Profiler report in order to find the skill and the corresponding number. The numbers can range from 1 to 20, with 20 being the highest. The higher the number, the higher you rated yourself on the skill. In this example, the first skill listed in ONET Online for veterinary assistant is active listening. Active listening appears under the heading Basic Skills, and it has a score of 16. You would enter 16 in the space next to the skill Active Listening in your training workbook. This is a good match. The occupation requires the skill of active listening, and the person who completed this assessment believes they are fairly strong in this skill. Repeat this process for the remaining skills for your first occupation. Once you have completed entering the skill information in your student guide, the next step in the process is to identify the knowledge required for your first occupation. In ONET, scroll down and find the heading for knowledge. This will display knowledge items required for the occupation. In your training workbook on page 53, enter up to 5 knowledge items. After you have entered the knowledge items, complete the second and third columns. The second column asks if you have the education or experience related to the knowledge item in column 1. The third column asks if you are willing to get the necessary education for the knowledge item. Refer to the knowledge descriptions in ONET to better understand what the knowledge item refers to. The last step in the process is to identify the work context for the occupation. The work context will give you an idea of some of the conditions that you will experience in the occupation. To see these conditions, find the heading for Work Context in ONET. Then, in your training workbook on page 54, enter the first 5 items displayed. After you have entered the 5 items, rate yourself on each in the second column using the question that is asked. Is this a work condition I could see myself in long term? The information to enter into your training handbook for homework and this first occupation is now complete. But it's important to remember that as you progress through the Jobs Partnership Program, your goals for a career will likely change. As they do, remember how to use ONET Online and this process to further explore possible occupations. It's also important to know that there's a great deal of wonderful information that you can get from ONET Online. For example, if you're looking for jobs, you can go down and get a sense of what training is necessary. For example, the training and credentials that you might need. So you can find out if you want to find out if there's any training in this area for this particular occupation. And you can see, yes, there is. So if we go back, we can also go down and look and see what other information there might be, like how much does this job pay? And you can also get a sense of not only how much it pays, but you can get an idea of what might be the job openings for this particular profession. In this case, there are some, for Winter Park in this area, you can see there are some job openings. So please take advantage of ONET to its fullest capability. I know your coaches and feel this is very, very important for you, and we hope that you use this particular website to its fullest potential.